Hey YouTube, this is C Smoke 67 and today's review is the Caoba Oro.
You feel it in the air and I can see it too. Just being patient, waiting around on my breakthrough. Time's harder than it was back since high school.
Alright, the Caoba Oro is brought to you by Moody Cigar Distribution. My friend Adam, thank you for sponsoring this cigar review. So let's get into a little bit about the Oro. The Oro has a Connecticut wrapper and Dominican insides. I could not get a ring gauge on this cigar. It is a torpedo style cigar. Has a great tobacco smell up front. Little bit of a wood smell coming through there. Kind of a cedar smell, woodsy smell coming through there. That's pretty much what I'm getting right now. So let's get a close-up on the Oro. You know I'm a band guy, so let's look at this band on this thing. Look at that black and that gold contrasting with this Connecticut wrapper. Has a nice contrast on it. They used a very nice outside Connecticut wrapper on this particular cigar. It's not too veiny. It's not a bad outside wrapper, so you know it's going to be a very premiumly made cigar. It's going to have a nice filler on the inside, and I believe it's going to have a long filler because the Caoba brand hasn't led me wrong yet. So let's get into the cutting and let's get into the toasting of the Oro. Let's cut it up. And this is a first for us on the channel, cutting up a torpedo style cigar. So we're gonna have to pay close attention to what we're doing here so we do not maul or mess up this beautifully wrapped cap. Not a bad cut. I think I did pretty good there, I can say so myself. Y'all know what time it is? And it's my favorite time. Let's toast it up, baby.
Oh my God.
And I'm bringing back again my friend, the torch. See, I didn't get into details the last time about this particular torch, but I'm gonna leave the link to this particular torch in the description down below. So this is the Eagle torch. Let's go, baby. Not a lot of smoke on that first pull. It's a little tight here. So I think a little massaging, and once it warms up, it's gonna have to happen. It's a little tight. Didn't get a good pull on that so I can get a good taste, so we're gonna try that again. Has a nice cedar taste up front. Nice cedar taste right up front there with a aged tobacco right particularly behind. It's absent of spice right now. It's on the lighter side. Not really getting too many more flavors right now. So we're gonna do one more pull at this initial and see what we can get out of there. Still got that nice cedar taste up front there. That light aged tobacco is right behind it. Still absent of spice. I'm kind of picking up on another note there, but I can't put my finger on it quite yet. So I'm gonna have to get that flavor note to you in the first third, particularly after the first third, when I come back. So I'll see you in the first third. All right, we are back with the first third of the Oro, and look at the ash on that thing. Razor sharp. The Oro is a true light body cigar. The flavor notes that I'm getting off the Oro is a nice light cedar, a beautiful aged tobacco, a nice floral note in there, a smidgen of lightning spice that's just here and gone, not overwhelming, not too harsh, and that's it. Not too many dimensions and too many levels. It's simple, and it's a true light body cigar. The only downside that I'm seeing right now, it's very tight. The cigar is very, very tight. I'm doing a lot of massaging. Even though it's heating up, I'm doing a lot of massaging, trying to get it loosened up, and it's not giving off a ton of smoke on the draw. Now the foot smoke is giving off a lot of foot smoke, and it has a beautiful smell and aroma to it that I'm loving, but it's just not giving off a lot of smoke on the draw in. That's the only downside that I particularly see right now with the Oro, is that it's just not giving a lot of smoke on the draw, but it's giving out a great amount of those flavor notes, and it's a very light cigar, very light. So I'll see you on the second third of the Oro. Stay tuned. All right, we are back with the second third of the Oro, and look at the ash on that thing. Razor sharp. All right, the flavor notes are starting to pick up a little bit and getting a little bit more, how can I say, a little bit more finer. The spice has picked up a little bit and starting to show its face more. Still not too abrupt or too harsh on the palate, but it's sticking around a little bit after the exhale. That cedar is still there. That tobacco still there. It's not as light as it was in the first third or the initial. It's picked up a little bit more, and it's starting to stick around a little bit more now. And that floral notes, the draw has gotten a lot better. I believe there was a knot somewhere in the first third that I could not massage out, but once that knot kind of burnt out of there, the draw got a lot better, so I started getting more doses of those flavor notes. That's why I say the flavor notes kind of picked up a little bit more in the second third. So I'll see you on the final third of the Oro. All right, we are back with the final third of the Oro. And look at the ash on that thing. The ash on this thing has been razor sharp throughout, from the first third to the final third. Nice and tight. It is a true long filler. Flavor notes were very simple, and I love the flavor notes in this light body cigar. It was a nice cedar that was up front. That tobacco was right behind that cedar. It was a light aged tobacco. That spice was right there. It wasn't too harsh. It showed up right there in the second third, kind of at the end of the first third, beginning of the second third of the cigar, and traveled on in and finished on out. Let me correct myself. And that floral note was excellent in this cigar that showed up there in the first third. And that little bit of bitter tea at the end right there helped round it on off. So let's get into my ratings of the Oro. And you know my rating. My rating goes from 0 to 10. 0 being a dud, the Cuban round, and 10 being a cigar you can't live without. So the Oro gets a nice 7. And the reason why the Oro gets a nice 7 is because it's a light body cigar. That being said, it had soft flavor notes. They were not very, very robust, but they were there. But they were full flavor notes. They weren't very, very absentee flavor notes, but they were full flavor notes. But it was a light body smoke. It was a very simple cigar that I liked. So, with that being said, that's why it received a 7. This cigar was brought to you by my good friend, Mr. Adam Zerber at Moody Cigar Distribution. The Caoba Oro is a great cigar that I recommend for everybody from beginners to my veterans. And this is C to Smoke 67 with another review.